and I'm a people advisor at Jimmy Joe. Can I just confirm that I'm talking to Paul?
Yes, hiya, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
And thank you for joining me today. So this interview is for the role of people assistant at Jimmy Joe, and it will last for about 20 minutes. The interview is being recorded in line with GDPR regulations. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's fine. Carry on.
Okay, but it will be it will be deleted once the recording is no longer needed. So we're not going to keep it for longer than is absolutely necessary.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. So before we begin, I'd just like to check if you're comfortable. Is your setup okay? Do you have water nearby?
Yeah, I'm all good to go. Thank you.
Yeah, all set up. Fabulous.
Yep.
And is your device fully charged, working properly? No issues?
Yeah, it's fine. Plenty
That's
of
good.
charge in there.
That's good. Just to let you know, if we do have any technical issues, loss of Wi-Fi, anything like that, there is a contingency plan in place. I'll give you a call on the mobile number that you provided to us in your application form. Can I just confirm that the mobile number we have for you is correct? So we have 07123 456 789.
Yep, that number's correct. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's all good.
that's good. And do you require any reasonable adjustments at all to help you during the interview?
No, no, I'm
No.
happy to get on.
Oh, good. That's fantastic. So I'm just going to give you a quick overview of Jimmy Joe. I don't know if you've already looked on the website and seen some information yourself anyway. So we are one of the largest insurers in the country and part of an international group. So we're quite a big company. We serve over 5 million customers, and we sell products including home, car insurance, travel insurance, as well as other various other products as well. We do have a workforce of over 2,500 employees, so a lot to keep you busy as a people assistant. And
Yeah.
they work across 5 office locations from home, um, or hybrid as well. We offer hybrid working. So the roles can vary
Good.
from customer service and claims handling to then your more internal corporate roles such as marketing, finance, IT, and of course people. Yeah. Does that all sound good?
Yeah, yeah. Excellent.
Yeah. So, and I will tell you a little bit more about the role itself. So, the people assistant role supports the people team, and we support the full employee life cycle. So your key responsibilities would include HR administration, supporting with recruitment, data management and reporting in the HR system, providing support for employee relations, so like taking meeting minutes, and also assisting with payroll. Um, Obviously, because of the nature of the role it is, we need to ensure that we comply with data protection and other relevant legislation. So you need to have attention to detail. The role requires really strong communication skills and the ability to manage multiple tasks because we are a large firm, a large company. Does that sound good?
Yeah, excellent. There's obviously a lot there to keep you busy.
Definitely. So if you're okay, we'll get into the interview now.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Um,
Thank you.
just to let you know, we'll be taking notes during the interview. So if my head is down, please be assured I am still listening to you.
Same for me.
Okay, fantastic. So Paul, please can you tell me about a time when you supported a recruitment or onboarding process? What was your role in the process and what was the outcome?
Yeah, sure. So in my current role, I regularly support recruitment by arranging interviews, preparing offer letters and contracts, and liaising with candidates. We recently recruited a new administrator. We can't even get my words out now. I was responsible for coordinating the interview schedule, sending confirmations to candidates, preparing the offer letter and contracts once the candidate had been selected, That process ran for over 2 weeks, and we successfully onboarded the candidate within 1 week of accepting the offer.
Oh, that's fantastic. Really good result. Did you face any challenges during the process? And if you did, what did you do to resolve them?
Yeah, I mean, one of the challenges I faced was when the candidate needed to reschedule at short notice. Um, it is one of those things these days. But we contacted the owner, or I contacted the owner, I should say, and the other interviewers. We were able to rearrange the meeting. That ensured we kept the candidate up to date. We maintained a positive experience for them. Um, and the interview went ahead with no issues at the scheduled time.
That's great. Did you learn anything from that process?
Yeah, I mean, one of the big things was the importance of clear communication, being flexible, and being proactive to ensure the timelines we were trying to work to for recruitment were met, and we in order to make sure the candidates got a positive impression of the company.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you. Can you describe an occasion where you dealt with confidential information? How did you ensure compliance with your data protection policies?
Yeah. So as last month, I took minutes from a disciplinary meeting involving a staff member. The the notes were naturally contained sensitive information about performance and conduct. The benefit of clear communication. Um, so that so I helped to ensure the compliance with data protection by saving the document in a password protected folder on the shared drive, restricting access to only the owner and the relevant parties.
Oh, that's fun. That's great. What systems and processes do you use?
We don't use a formal HR system, but I followed a structured process, documents saved in password protected folders, and printed materials locked away. Um, I also made sure emails containing sensitive information were sent securely, and only to the relevant recipients,
Mm.
um, which naturally involves sort of double checking the recipient list before sending.
Oh,
I
yes.
don't want to be sending things to the wrong people.
There's always that slight worry, isn't there, when you hit send, just to make sure it's all correct. No,
Yeah,
that's
you
lovely.
double check and then check again.
Yeah, that's lovely. Thank you.
No
Can
problem.
you talk me through an experience when you worked in a team to achieve a specific goal and what your role was in the team?
Yeah, recently I worked in a team together with some of my colleagues. We were preparing for a major client presentation. Um, More specifically for me, my role was to compile and format the proposal documents, organise meeting logistics. I also had to ensure all the materials were ready 2 days before the event. Again,
Okay,
just making sure everything was prepared, everything was in place, so there was no last minute worries.
that sounds like a quite a lot of coordination and
Yeah,
work. Did you have any challenges during that, and how did you manage them?
I guess the one of the biggest challenges there was coordinating everybody's input. So we've got multiple people and departments involved. So we're trying to get everything together on time. So from my point of view, I created a shared checklist
Okay,
with deadlines, which held daily catch up. And it also helped track progress to achieving everything that was on the checklist. By having that checklist, it just helped make sure that we got everything completed on time. The net result was the client signed the new contract with the company.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's a fantastic result. Thank you, Paul.
No problem.
That must have been a good result for the company as well.
Yes, it went down very well.
I bet. Could you give me an example of a time when you delivered outstanding customer service?
Yeah. Yeah, so recently, taken a call from a client with an urgent request for a quote. It was near the end of the day, so
Always.
part of you thinking, oh, it's the end of the day. So that in itself is like, but now it's important to ensure the service is there all the time. So it's not a massive sacrifice to stay that little bit later, get the quote prepared and sent, to ensure that the client's got everything they need to make that decision. It's just a small amount of time out
Yeah.
of my day.
So
I guess.
what?
No,
Sorry, I was going to say, what
just
was the
going to say,
result?
because that little bit extra and working beyond your normal working day, it did go down well. The client really appreciated it. It was one of those nice times when they thanked me personally. And ultimately they placed a large order the next day. So,
Yeah.
everyone's happy.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's so important. Like you say, it's only a little bit of extra time out of your day, and you get the amazing result from it. So that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Did you learn anything from the experience? It sounds like you learned learned quite a bit, to be fair.
Yeah, it's like I just said, just even though part of you thinks it's like towards the end of the day, showing that willingness to respond and sort of go that extra mile, um, it helps significantly improve the customer satisfaction.
Hmm.
And if I can keep doing that and keep helping out in those situations, it's going to help contribute to the success of the business.
Yeah, that's
From my point of view, it just highlighted how important it is to act quickly, when you get requests come through, especially when they're time sensitive.
yeah, it is very important when dealing with people. So yeah, well done on handling that and getting the order.
Thank you.
Sounds great. Can you tell me about a time when you had to manage multiple tasks and prioritize your workload?
Yeah, it's quite a regular occurrence for me. So in the role that I'm in now, I frequently am juggling tasks from answering calls, preparing documents, and managing recruitment admin.
Hmm.
Um, there's one day recently I was particularly busy. So I was in a situation where I had to finalize a contract, take meeting minutes, respond to several urgent emails. Um, from my point of view, I try to prioritize these by just looking at the deadlines and their importance. And I used a task list to stay on track to achieve those priorities.
Great. I have to admit, I love a task list myself. It really helps to stay organised, and there's that satisfaction of ticking the things off your list when you've achieved them. So yeah. So how did you feel during the process?
Really, really motivated to be honest.
Mm.
By being organised and focusing, being able to complete everything on time, it showed me how effectively planning my time can reduce
Mm.
stress, and improve my efficiency.
Yeah, yeah. Lovely. Thank you. So I know you do some HR administration. within your role. Can you tell me about your experience, what you've been involved with as part of your role?
Yeah, in the past 2 years, in my current role, I've supported with HR by arranging interviews, preparing offer letters and contracts, answering queries about employment terms. I've also been involved taking minutes during disciplinary meetings, as I mentioned earlier, and I've also managed all HR related admin for the company.
Okay, that's very busy then. Lots of experience within
Yeah.
that. Are you keen to develop any areas of HR?
Yeah, I'm always keen to develop knowledge, in particular, my knowledge of employee relations and payroll,
Hmm.
and looking to gain some experience of using HR systems. Um, Personally, one of my aims is to study a CIPD,
Hmm.
Foundation Certificate in People Practice, to build my skills. I think it'd be a good way to develop my career.
Hmm. And certainly ourselves as an employee would be keen to support you with that as well. It
Brilliant.
gives you a good foundation and knowledge, definitely. Yeah. So can you tell me about a time when you spotted an error or an inconsistency in a document or in a process that you use?
Um, yeah, yeah, I can. So I was preparing a offer letter for a new hire. Um, I noticed that the salary stated in the letter was £2,000 higher
Wow.
than what had been agreed during the recruitment process. Um, I'm sure the hire would have been very happy,
Yeah.
but hey.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's my responsibility to make sure that the HR documents are accurate before we send them out. So I just needed to quickly correct the error to avoid any confusion or miscommunication with the candidate. The last thing you want to do is to be sending that out and then having a conversation afterwards.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. What did you do to correct the error?
Um, I just double checked the agreed salary against the interview notes,
Mm,
which is something I do all the time. I just like I say, make sure everything is double
yeah.
checked, and then I'll check it again. Things like salary are obviously very important to people, and you need to make sure it's right. So yeah, I just checked my notes, the email correspondence that was involved. So once I'd sort of found the discrepancy, I flagged it to the owner of the business, explained the issue,
Mm,
um, and then I updated the offer letter with the correct salary, um, reran the document for approval, and then sent it out. And we just popped an apology on for
mm,
the delay in sending it out.
that's
It
lovely.
again, it just helps with that experience. If
Mm,
you know if you've gone beyond the deadline, if you can just drop an apology and what have you, for most people, it just it just removes sort of any issue or doubt really.
yeah. Right. What was the outcome? Did you learn anything from the experience?
Yeah, so the owner, unsurprisingly, because I saved him £2,000,
Mhm.
thanked me for sort of catching the error. Um, and since then we've added a second level of review. Um, so there's an additional step there for all offers to help prevent those issues happening again in future.
Mhm. That's fabulous. That's really good. Um, yeah, like you say, that double checking is really important. So yeah, thank you, Paul. That's all my questions. Um, do you have any questions for me? Um,
Yeah, I've got a few for you if you don't mind.
Hmm.
I guess my first one really is sort of what does a typical day for look like for someone in the people assistant role?
Great question. It is quite varied. Obviously, as I've mentioned before, we support a lot of employees across different working offices, home, hybrid, you know. So you'd be supporting by in coordinating recruitment, onboarding, assisting with employee relations cases, answering routine HR queries, updating the system. There's opportunities to get involved in project work. So no 2 days are ever the same. You wouldn't be bored.
Good. Great. That sounds really interesting. Definitely something that I would enjoy having a varied role. Um, can you tell me a little bit about the team I would be working with?
The people team here at Gemma Joe is a great team. We're supportive, we collaborate, we work closely together. We value open communication, so everyone plays a part in creating just a nice, positive experience for both the employees, managers, and for ourselves as a team. So, yeah, lovely and really nice team.
Excellent. Sounds it's definitely of interest. So
Good,
yeah, that's
good,
brilliant. Um, I guess also, I mean, this is definitely something of interest to me. So,
brilliant.
what are the next steps in the recruitment process?
So, following today's interview, we'll be reviewing all candidates. Um, and to make a decision. We'll aim to get back to you by the end of this week. So so we can give feedback. If you're selected, we'll send you an offer pack with all your details, contract, and onboarding information. So yeah, so by the end of this week, you'll have a decision. Um, do you have any more further questions at all?
No, I think we've covered everything for now. So no, that's great. Thank you.
Brilliant. Well, if you do think of anything, you have my contact information, so feel free to get in touch. Not an issue at all. But yeah, it's been lovely to meet you, and thank you very much for your time today.
No, it's a pleasure. Thank you very much for your time as well. Thank you.
Lovely. Nice to speak to you. Take
And
care.
you take care.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.